Abdullahi, so is that, Fatawu
Ishahaku or Ishahaku.
When he was signed originally by Sporting Lisbon from his original club in Steadfast United. Steadfast currently are in the Division 1. It's a team owned by the former minority leader in Parliament, Haruna Iddrisu'S. That's his club in Tamale. Now, at the point, they loaned him to the Ghana Premier League side, Dreams FC, to play for Dreams FC in the Ghana Premier League. Before Sporting Lisbon approached and they signed Fatawu Ishahaku. When they signed the player was signed for just under 2 million euros. They didn't sell him for any huge amount of money, under 2 million euros. The player who had gone to the World Cup and all of that, but they signed him for that amount. But what the president of the club did smartly was inserting a sell-on clause. When we say sell-on clause, what it means is that I'm agreeing a deal with Monica Bukari over a player, say, Player Bwedi. So I'm selling Player Bwedi to Monica Bukari's team for, say, $1 million. Okay. Very, very cheap. And I tell Monica that in the deal, let's include that if in case you also get a deal for the player in the future and you are selling the player to another club, I must benefit this percentage in the amount you get from that sale. That is a sell-on clause. So they put in the contract half of any amount that Sporting Lisbon sell the player for. Steadfast FC, the club, must get half of the amount. And a deal was agreed and it was done. So the player moved to Sporting Lisbon in Portugal. For a period, he was struggling. Leicester went for him on loan last season, and things worked out perfectly for the player. He picked up form. It was tremendous for Leicester in qualifying into the Premier League. So the team feels, good player, let's sign him permanently. So they trigger a move, and they've signed the player for close to 17 million euros. That's the amount involved. They said on the close, but we know. Close to 17 million euros is how much Leicester bought Fatawu Ishahaku. So what it means is that because the contract had in there that the local club in Ghana, Steadfast, will get 50% or half any amount they sell him on, automatically, Steadfast benefits around 7.9 million euros from this deal alone.
Great move.
Just 1 year after the player left for Europe or so, 2 years or so, Steadfast are making 7.9 million euros just from the deal of Fatawu Ishahaku from Sporting Lisbon to Leicester. I recall some years, or 2 years, 3 years ago, when Partey also made his move to Arsenal. His local club he played for before leaving Ghana for Spain, a club we are told based somewhere in Somenia, got another huge amount of money for that particular deal Arsenal made with Thomas Partey. And there have been several examples of Ghanaian players who make moves out there, transfers and their local clubs almost always get some money from the deals, notwithstanding how long they've been away from the country. So let's break it down for you to appreciate what I'm talking about here. Fatawu alone, Ghana's economy, if the money comes here, is getting 7.9 million euros to this country. For those who are good at maths, if you have a calculator with you, Monica, help me with that one. Convert for me right now and tell me the figure. 7.9 million euros to cedis. Convert for me, use the rate 16, let's use 16 or something, the euro rate 16. Let's see, all of you try and let's get the amount you want to get here. So my point is this, you see, we have got a very big asset in this country that if we as a nation can sit back, properly take good care of football and invest well in football in the right way, football can become a top earning for this country on the financial front and for our economy. I'll use Brazil for an example. Brazil in the whole world is known for something. Brazil exports footballers than any country in the whole world. They export footballers, big time. Okay, let me have the amount. I have it here. Let me have the amount. 13 thereabouts. Okay. So the figures, is this cedis or dollars?
That's a cedis.
So 7.9 million euros. In Ghana cedis, can I pronounce this? Is 133 billion 215 390,000 Ghana cedis. 133 billion. Monica, hey, that's just one player.
So 133 billion, 215. Charlie, the figure.
Ghana cedis.
I can't even pronounce the figure.
That is just the sell-on benefits Steadfast, and for that matter, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu and his club are getting from this deal alone. So let's do this mathematics. Imagine if the Ghana Premier League, Division 1 clubs in Ghana,
go this way.
Invested so much in there, and they were making so much money. And we're making so much money and selling players at very high cost and pricing. Let's say in a year, Ghana is able to sell from the Ghana Premier League or Division 1 and the rest. We're able to sell our players in a year. We are making, say, about 100 million from, say, let's say 15 players. 15 players, not every year, each of them, from whether sell on or how much teams are buying from Ghana, the amount are going to make is times 15 this amount. Is that not going to be some huge gains for our economy? The talent you and I know is in abundance in this country. Every locality, wherever it is you find yourself in this country, you know that in your area, football talent is in abundance. Go to the next school park. Young boys are playing football, and the level of talent and skill you see is just amazing. Brazil are making so much money from football export. You know what I mean by football export? Selling players, footballers out to countries and clubs outside. They're making so much for their economy. And Ghana is blessed with talent. So why can't we, as a nation, begin to see football beyond leisure? Begin to see football beyond just for fun. And begin to see the business side of football. I've heard Honorable Haruna Iddrisu indicate somewhere that now he's going to be a full-time football admin.
Yeah.
Because clearly, if from one player, just one player from his team, one player, you can make 7.9 million euros. The city equivalent, I can't even recall. Then it's good business. But it's about investing in their right to ensure that the quality you generate from the local league becomes of high quality so the clubs can come and buy and pay good money for them. But when the quality in the local league is not good enough, they won't come and buy because the quality is bad. But it will improve if we invest and are able to retain our players so they can mature in Ghana. So when they go out there, they won't go 1 year, 2 years and come back because they are not quality enough. But when they go out there after having spent so much time here now prepared, when they go, they will meet the standard and they will stay, and Ghana will benefit financially from all the investment that will come from them. Aside the transfer monies or the fees involved, when these players are out there, Thomas Partey, from all those years, Michael Essien, mentioned Suleiman Tari, all the Ghanaian players who have been playing outside, do you know the amount of money they always bring to Ghana? Do you have an idea the money they bring to Ghana every year? Do you have an idea? It's big money. Michael Essien, when he was done playing football at Chelsea and was making all those big monies, where was the money going when he made the money? It was coming to Ghana.
Yeah.
Apart from a few investments some of them make outside Ghana, most of the money come to Ghana. Asamoah Gyan, his money he was making, he was bringing them to Ghana. It's impacting on the local economy. So why don't we begin to look at football as a business? As a nation, let's have a national agenda or a plan to see sports, and for that matter, football, beyond leisure and fun, and see it as business and invest massively, put in the structures to ensure that the basics are provided. Then we will ensure that our investment becomes worth it with these players going and bringing some good money to Ghana. I'm sure today if you talk to Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, he'll tell you that all the money he spent over the years into his football club, Watika.
He has recouped all.
Watika Broso. He came to football not too long ago. As an MP for Tamale, felt, let me get into football and help my people out in Tamale. Because Fatawu is a Tamale boy. And Fatawu is now up there. So it's a whole venture on its own. So my clarion call this afternoon to, it's not a matter of even the GFA. It goes beyond the GFA. It's the nation. Let's make it a national agenda. Governments over governments. National agenda to ensure that football or sports becomes a main agenda for us to promote and export footballers to get some revenue coming to Ghana almost every single time. After this, if we fail to think as a people or as a nation, it's on to us. But I feel it's about time we begin to think beyond the box and look at how we can make some money from football. Something we've seen over the years has just been leisure and for fun. It is now not fun. Last night or yesterday in the afternoon, you saw the Estadio Bernabeu. Over 80,000 people packed in there to come and just watch a player being unveiled, Mbappe.
Yeah.
You think they entered for free? It wasn't free. They all came and paid money. Sale of jerseys, they sold jerseys and are making money. Football is now big-time business. So let's begin to see it as such, and let's begin to think as such, and invest and think right. It's my thoughts today from the back of Fatawu's deal, which is seeing his local club make some 7.9 million euros from the deal. That's my thinking.
And I'm